Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Gets set, first down. On the run, it's Edwards. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Things like that will help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Orji. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
On second down, looking again to throw. That's reeled in. It's Wells. Makes a catch and knocked down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on first down. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Orji. Extending the play. Lets it fly. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers, those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to fire deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the gun, the running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They're going to test the right side with this one. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Looking to the big tight end. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field, you're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Parrish. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Harris. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Motion from the offense. He'll just keep slinging it. Looking deep. He makes a grab. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Rebels. That quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver.
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Defense in press coverage. Wide out in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They move the tight end all over. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Wants to throw. It's Orji. He finds his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. The give to the back. Keeps the legs moving. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
They'll run the toss. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll try to get outside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And and sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Field goal is good, and that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Dart. He fires to the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
To the air on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, he started rolling to his right. Because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target. And his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Quarterback strolling away from heat. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Looking to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to go up top on first down. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep the momentum and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And now the hit knocks it loose. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough space. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To throw, it's Dart. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. They go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
Steps away to find some room. He'll fire to his right. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too. And that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They were able to come away with a pick.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Looking to throw, it's Orji. Zings it complete to the right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Hey, this running back's got some sweet feet, not only to run, but to get a foot down in bounds.
Got that toe down. The foot was just small enough, Reese, to get that puppy down. But running backs, man, you can do so much with these guys and their speed and their athletic ability and trying to get the ball to them as many ways as you can.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, they'll take to the air. They'll run the screen. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. The corners are walked up tight. They keep attacking through the air. He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Right down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
How good have they recruited in the secondary defensively, right? We've seen guys flying around with speed. They're breaking on the ball. They've got hands. Multiple interceptions in this game. They almost got another one right there.
He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield.
First down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down.
He lets it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on it, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that they tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And some room to work. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Dart. Got his man on the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Coming after him. Now adjusting. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Unleashes one. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
They're trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the clock has to go off for the QB on that play, right, guys? I mean, you've got to get rid of the ball a lot sooner. You're in an empty set. You only got 5 guys up front trying to block for you, and they can't.
All kinds of running room. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And the stomping has commenced.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
Oh, he wants it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass, it's Dart. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Throwing right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got a man, it's Edwards. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
Michigan, 38, Ole Miss, 10.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
White 53. White 53. Cabo.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown Wolverines! And the pummeling has started.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ready to send the offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Back to throw, it's Dart. He tries to take the top off. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Rebels want to move quickly. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. Man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Rebels! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. What a play by the defense there. Loose football. Country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking for room, it's Edwards. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Looking to throw, it's Orji. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Wants to pass it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
He's going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to scramble. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on fourth down. They were expecting pass, and they didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelm the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Pulls it in. It's Edwards.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to throw on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. Listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Time to take a shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Looking to buy time. He'll take another shot here. He's got it inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Dropping back, it's Dart. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll try to do it himself. Ball's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. Complete downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they were able to come up with the interception.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity to...
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for a man. It's Dart. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. He's looking for a man on second down. Scrambling away. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll be shoved out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post.
He's loose. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Orji. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.